and welcome to Fireside Chats. I'm not sure what episode we're on, but damn it, we're having a good time.
Doesn't matter.
So, by now, you all should know who Monica is and Regina, so we're going to mix it up a little bit and ask them. Someone's making really fancy noises.
That would be Monica. My noises aren't quite as fancy.
Oh, yeah. And my noises probably sound like farts, but there we go. I don't have my inhaler with me. Anyway, what I would like y'all to do is to share who you are by sharing what your signature product is.
Signature product. Ew. Do I have a signature product?
Or whatever you want to share, but something.
My signature product is brilliant system.
Can we expand past that? We are prepared. Bullshit.
Oh,
I love it.
This is getting off the rails here. So I'm gonna introduce myself by my bullshit paddle, my BS paddle, and now the shade and Let It Shine paddles. They are tools that I use to open conversation and to hold people have radical accountability for our actions when we're together. So they, as you can see, they're hand drawn with highlighter and pen, and they came from real conversations with real people in the community.
I was in all those conversations.
Yeah, and there was these moments where I was like, so I get accused of interrupting people often, but it's because sometimes when they're talking, the bullshit bandit is rampant. And my job is to disrupt a pattern. So I was trying to find a way to politely disrupt a pattern so that people still can talk, but they also know that I call bullshit.
And so the reason why, so I'm going to interject because I believe I'm in the middle. So I'm interjecting that Regina and I have one of these because we all gathered together in LA at the end of the month for the LA Immersive. So yes. So if you want to get a paddle, whatever the paddle may be at that moment, because they do change, you actually have to attend an immersive.
It's true.
Just FYI. Okay.
It's true. They change. Yes, the next immersive takes us right to Regina.
Oh, that's me. I was going to say, the turning your course system, but then I was like, maybe it's my sassassery. So behind me here, I have my big girl pants because sometimes I need the reminder to put on my big girl pants and my big girl pantaloons, actually, and just do the fucking thing. So maybe that's what it is. But recently, this is why I told we said we're having a good time. Recently, I realized that I make up a lot of really fun words, and I think that might be what one of my signature things is. Like, sassassery came from essentially a bunch. We were in LA, the same event where we got the paddles, and people were being total fools. There was tomfoolery happening all over the place.
It was real.
But it was fantastic. And so I was like titling people. I'm like Sassassery Queen number 2. I actually gave us all crazy ass names that day for the event. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Darcy, do you remember what yours was?
No, I don't.
I will find it and let you know.
I'm trying to remember what it was. Yeah. I was like what was I? Like the chief instigator or something like that?
But we had something about Grandma.
You were Grandmama Bear because everybody had 2 titles. I'm trying to remember what they were.
And see, and this is why I'm Grandmama Bear. It has nothing to do with my behavior.
Kind of, though.
Was that a fib?
Hold. All right. Well, while she's finding that, what are we talking about today?
Engagement,
Hmm.
not the ring kind with a partner. Although I don't know if someone would actually give me an octopus ring. We'll see.
I love it.
But engagement.
I think it's kind of the same thing, though. We were talking about community engagement, right? So, in the Mingle community, right, we have all of our words. We start with a definition of them. So, I actually wanted to bring up the definitions, and when we decided that this is what we were going to talk about. So, community engagement, being involved with somebody, something, uh, as an attempt to understand. Wow, this is like being funky. Okay. Being involved with somebody or something in an attempt to understand them or it, right? That's what engagement really is. And there are three different aspects of engagement: population, so all the people who live in a particular area, city, country, the total number of people who live there, etc. That's the population. Impact, which is the powerful effect that something has on somebody or something, and cause, the person or thing that makes something happen. So when you talk about community engagement, and I think this is an interesting topic because I read this article this morning that somebody gave to me and was like, this is a really interesting article on AI. You should read it. And I know I sent it to both of you. I don't expect that you read it necessarily, but why I think this is an important topic for right now is because I know I just went from like total sassassery into total seriousness, but here's the thing. Us engaging with each other in that playful way, like that's the thing that AI will never replace, right? Like I have some fantastic and humorous conversations with AI, but like being together with the two of you and like all our other people, whether we're online or we're in person or any of that, like that piece of it, that human connection, the funness of it, the silliness of it, like that's what makes it a good time. Like that's what makes me want to keep coming back. And so when people are talking about, I feel like that word engagement has gotten like, I don't know, like it's misused, it's overused. It's like the
Yeah.
understanding of it, like the emphasis is on the wrong syllable, right? Like it's about how many numbers did you get, how many likes and how many shares and all of that. But like who fucking cares? Did the people actually understand what you were saying? Did they have a good time? Do they want to keep talking to you? That's what's important. And in a rapidly shifting environment where AI is getting better and better at doing the things that it does, the things that we have been doing as vocations and as jobs and like the technical pieces of it aren't going to be necessary, right? And I'm not saying that to be doomsday, like I don't want to be like womp womp, but what just happened?
You're highlighted.
Oh, I was like, did everybody disappear? What is happening with that is that it means that the things that make us real people are more and more important, right? The things that we engage with each other about, it's more important. The connection that we have as individuals is more important. And that's why, when I think about community engagement and what we do at Mingle, having real people offering real help, whether that help is like just let's get together and laugh in real time, whether it's digital or in person, like that's what's essential right now. And that's like, there is no time like the present to establish that as a part of your life and business and relationships. And yeah, so I'll leave it there and pass it on to someone else to pick up.
Monica.
Who, me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you.
So our model is real people offering real help in real time. And I I think that is probably the part that people think is secondary, but it's actually the primary purpose of Mingle in the first place.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of communities where you have a community news feed, where people are posting and dropping pictures and commenting on each other's stuff. That's rampant everywhere.
What
Every social media,
social media, like
every
as
social
a
media.
bubble. Yeah.
There are plenty of coaching programs. There are plenty of online
I
programs.
mean, ours is the best one though.
I mean, yes, I would say yes. Ours is the best one. But like if you just want to do an online program, there's plenty for you to do that
So
with.
many.
If you
Yeah.
just want to be a part of a community where you want to like, put cute memes and little posts and sell your shit, right? Like there's plenty of those, that you can go to. What makes Mingle unique is the actual daily contact, right? Uh, Darcy and I did the boot camp over the weekend. And in that boot camp, I was like, wait a minute, I haven't seen Marvis in a couple of days. Have you seen Marvis in a couple of days? And she was like, no, I haven't seen Marvis either in a couple of days. And so then I was like, well, if she don't surface today, then tomorrow I'm going to reach out to her and I'm going to see what's going on with her, right? The only reason why we could say that or know to check on her is because we see her every day.
Yeah.
All the in passing. Sometimes in the same experience, sometimes on her way to one experience when we're on our way to another, right? Mm-hmm. The difference, that why Mingle over all of those other platforms is because it's an actual experience of real people offering real help, real time, but it's real connections in real time. It's real conversations in real time. It's real living in real time. And the engagement happens by actually showing up in the Zoom. So if you are one of our members who are watching this and you're like, I'm a member of Mingle, but no one gets used to missing you, you're not mingling right.
Yeah.
Like, in order for you to be missed, you have to be present. Mm-hmm. Right. And I have a wonderful relationship with my daughter's biological father, in that my message to him was, whatever you're going to do, be consistent at that and we will make that normal. And he did. He's consistently stayed away. And I appreciate him for that, because that became our normal. And so it really normalized it for us. If your normal is supposed to be Mingle, right? You want to be a part of this community. You want to give and pour into this community, is usually what people want. You have to be here to do that. You have to go ahead.
I want to intersect something what I hear a lot of people say is they're like, well, I put out all these things and I made all these events and no one showed up, right? Or I'm showing up, but it's really hard for me to do my work in the same space when other people are doing it, right? And so there's a lot of unlearning that kind of has to happen in order to be in this space. But like today, for instance, I wasn't actually feeling like I was really productive. I was in a really productive mode. I had headphones on. I was listening to like Latin jams that I had no idea what they were saying, but I felt it, seriously, like I was like, I don't know what it means, but I'm like getting down. So Maisie explained it to me. So it was wonderful. And I was like, oh yeah, Dance Up On Me is how she explained it to me. It was fantastic. And I was like, yeah, that is what that song is. Regardless, my point here is that I was feeling really productive and energetic, but I also was like, I want to be around my people. And so I just put a note in to my group and I was like, hey, silent disco party in my office. And a bunch of people showed up. Darcy was binging Netflix. Doreen was listening to a book on audiobook. Maisie was listening to a different playlist. I was listening to a different playlist. Like we all had our headphones in. We were all jamming. But then we were all working on separate things. And we would kind of intersect with each other. We got so much done in that session, tons move forward, collective projects, individual projects. We laughed some, We had some serious conversation, but most of the time we were just listening to our own play. I called it the like BYOPL. Like bring your own playlist disco party. So we were I think I'm going to start making that a regular thing. I was inspired by Aubriana because she like does these amazing playlists as a DJ, and I was like, yeah, I want that, but I like wanted to listen to my own thing. I didn't want somebody else to curate it for me. I was like, I kind of want to do my own thing, but I also want to just like invite people to come do it with me, and it was great. Like spent all day doing that. So like that kind of thing, right? But you've got to figure out like how to do that in the way for you that is supportive, and know that every day it might be different, right? Some days I really want to like chat with somebody and have a conversation through something. Some days I really want to focus in on a particular topic and like have that group think focus. And the great thing about Mingle is that all of those options are available.
Yeah. Honestly, every day is bring your own playlist day for me. So I was like, oh shoot, am I a playlistaholic? Like, should I go to a meeting? Like,
Aren't you the meeting?
That's hilarious.
Well, and the truth is that you don't know what's there unless you're in Mingle, right? So to know what the different rooms are, it's like, okay, you want to co-work, cool. If you want to work alone and truly just focus on what you're doing, you can throw that out in the message. And there's a big Mingle message in addition to community messages. So you can go and just do your own thing. Or if you're, want to work on something together, like finances, you can put that out there too. So, and then you can get, support that way. So everything about Mingle is you have to experience it to understand what the support is. So
I think you have to experience it, but you have to participate to experience it. Yeah.
Earlier today, so I was in Marvis's session that she was supposed to be facilitating. It was an Evolve With Me session. She was facilitating, but she was using new technology, right? And her technology and my technology were not the same kind of technology. So I'm a Mac person. She is a PC person. And I'm like trying to get her to do something. And I'm like, on the Mac, this is easy. I don't know how to tell you how to do this on a PC. And what was beneficial about Regina and everybody being in the bring your own playlist room is I was able to just pop over into that other breakout room and say, hey, Marvis has technology that I don't understand because I don't have it. I don't have that same kind of technology.
But I do.
Can somebody help her with the PC problem? Because I don't have it. And Regina was able to pop over. Everybody stayed there who was listening to their favorite.
Oh yeah, when I came back like an hour and a half later, the party was still happening and it was amazing. I loved it.
And she was able to help Marvis like walk through the whole thing, learn some stuff about it herself as well. And then we were like, okay, great. This is what it was. And then she popped back over to her party, and Marvis and I continued to work until lunch break or whatever. And it was fine. The purpose of us doing this whole crazy 3-dimensional, two-dimensional office building is for that reason, right? It's for you to have a place to work. And think about it like a office, right? When you don't show up to work for a couple of days, someone's sending out a search party, like, where you been, what you're doing, what have you been up to? We're sending goodwill cards and things of that sort, right? Like it is meant for you to have people to be around you so that you can actually be supported. I currently come to an actual physical office and people see me walking past my window. Clearly you can see the world walking past my window when I'm in the office. And they notice I'm here, right? So they'll notice when I'm not here, right? But when you're living and working in your home, in an office, probably in an interior room of your house, and no one is walking past your window, they don't know that you're not there. They don't know that you're there, meaning there's no one there to witness your existence. And Mingle's primary job, I know everyone's like, what's your problem you solve in your business? Mingle's primary thing that we solve is loneliness.
Yeah, I was gonna say being
Mhm.
being an entrepreneur can be really fucking lonely, like really lonely. Even when you're, I mean, you have, I mean, a lot of the entrepreneurs that I know, some are doing like product based businesses, but a lot are doing service based businesses. And so you may be spending all day long talking to people, but you actually don't have a tribe, but you don't have like a group of people who are your group. Like if you're only talking with clients, and especially if you're in working in the mindset that like you have to be like there are certain barriers around how you can engage with your clients, or like there's some, you know, something about that, then you're never going to have peers that you're talking with, right? And also that's total bullshit. Like you should it's definitely something that we break down all the barriers of hierarchy, and like this is what personal, like silos between personal and professional and all that. But yeah,
Can you imagine back in the day when people, like, there was like a bread maker, and there was like, you know, the horseshoe person, and there was like, you know, all the different people in the community did the thing, and they were like, no, 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 gotta represent as the person who makes horseshoes. Can't show anybody my real life in this community. Like, if we really look at that, that's fucking bullshit.
exactly. Like you are a person. You are a whole ass person with a life
Right.
and needs and wants, and there are things that you're great at, there are things that you suck at, and that's not going to change just because you're a coach, right? Like just because you're good at one thing doesn't mean you're good at all the things. Um, yeah, that's a story that needs to die,
Well,
honestly.
there's a perception of when you're a coach of your area that you can't have any weaknesses, that you have to have all the answers. That's not reality, but that's what a lot of people project, right?
Yeah,
So, and then going back to not having a tribe, if you are the expert on everything, how can you have real conversations with anybody, right?
yeah,
And if
and that's lonely.
right, and so the energy here in Mingle is that you're a leader and a learner, and so I get to learn from you two, and then you get to learn from me, along with everybody else here, because
Yeah,
nobody is perfect. It's just not going to happen. So,
brilliant system.
thank you. Yeah,
Po buddy is perfect, as they
I
say.
can't do that. What y'all do, so I don't even try to attempt it.
Well,
The
that was a
laugh.
direct quote from The Good Place. Po buddy is perfect. Um, yeah,
We
it's
have
my
a
like
comment,
word for the night.
FYI.
You have a what?
We have a comment.
Oh, where? Where do
Says
we find it?
I
Chat.
personally like to watch from outside and don't necessarily want to come forth and speak, only when I choose. And yes, you are perfect. Okay, Ray of Sunshine, who are you? Ray of Sunshine of
Love
what?
it. I personally like to watch from the outside and don't necessarily want to come forth and speak, only when I choose. Can you say more about that? What do you
Yes,
mean?
sure.
I'm really
We
curious.
appreciate you watching from the outside, but the there's spaces for that, right? And I'm a person who enjoys watching from the outside too. As a matter of fact, that's my favorite.
Mhm.
Like, if you've had 10 conversations with me, you'll know my favorite years of my life was when I was invisible and I didn't affect change in the room just by being there. It's one of the reasons why I love watching TV, right? Because I can watch the story happen and they don't give a shit whether I'm there or not, right? And also, the space that we've curated, the space that we are creating, is more about people knowing that you exist
Mm.
and caring that you exist and
Yes.
wanting to help you, but like not talking at you, talking to you, talking with you, being there for you, but also getting to like learn from you, right? Regina and I learn from we are the co-architects.
Oh, yeah.
In any other community, it would be like, we're sitting on this pedestal and we're here to support all of you and we're here to help you and learn you and teach you and this, that, and that, all this, that, or the other. And one, that's an even lonelier place to be. And two, it's way far. It like that fall from that pedestal is so far and so hard almost all the time. And I think if we can actually break down that construct everywhere else, I think we'll actually create real change in the world. Until we break down that paradigm globally, we will continue to have some of the problematic systems that we have in religion, in education, in politics, in all of those places, because people need to be fully human. So my creative spelling is a known fact in our community. And I'm better for it to have people around.
Yeah. I love this. I really love this. So, meaning I don't want to be the center of attention. I'm not expected to answer questions on the spot. I need time to consume, think, digest before I speak. Okay. So, here's the thing. I think this is a case of polarities. I know somebody told me the other day this was too big of a word, so I'm going to break it down. Polarities meaning the like extreme opposites of things without honoring all the spaces in between, right? And there's a lot of conversation about like, oh, are you an introvert or are you an extrovert, or do you like to, can you quick think things through and answer on the spot? Like things like hot seat coaching and all of that may not be your thing, right? But because we're real people happening like in real time, offering real help, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be on the spot or that you have to be the center of attention. And one of the things that I think we do very differently here is we make space for all of that, right? We make space for you. It's the thing I say all the time, just be you, boo, right? Like if you need time, take the time, say you need the time, or just allow yourself to be like, show up as that. So a great example of this is I actually set a lot of boundaries, right? Like I have exquisite boundaries around my time. I joke all the time that like I turn into a pumpkin at 4 o'clock. This is one of the few things that I actually do after 4 o'clock my time. Tell me I'm wrong, right? Call me out if it's bullshit.
No, this is true.
This is true, right? Like we are.
I need a paddle. Sorry.
It's all good. All good. We're available. Our office is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that people from all over the world can have this space held for them, right? We do a reset at 4 p.m. Central, well, except for today because we moved this time, but like we have a reset every day so that it shuts down and reopens at the same time. But otherwise, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that it's there when people want it, when people need to use it. But that is not the expectation that you are there all the time, right? I am a great example of this. There are people who like, you can see every time I come in here, I can find Monica. That could be because during the hours that I show up, she's available during those times, right? You can probably message me almost any time of the day and I'm going to answer it because I do set I set great boundaries around my notifications. And so I get all the notifications and I respond to them when it's correct for me. So I'm more likely to respond to your message over our group chat than you might see my face. Like you're not going to see my face on a weekend. You're not going to see my face at night. Mostly because words stop wording. Like I just can't do the thing during that time.
It becomes ridiculous.
It's true.
I do remember needing very specifically. I was actually in Seattle getting ready for our immersive in Seattle, and I remember like I need to talk, like actually this piece needs charting your course and I need to talk about the seasons, and Regina is the person to talk about this with. And very specifically, like I vividly remember her sitting in her kitchen with her phone, like propped up against the wall. Like the wall is literally the only thing keeping her like upright. And she's like, okay. And I was like, I just need you to tell me what season belongs where, and then I will release you into the wild. She was just like, okay. Luckily, she knows that shit through and through, inside
out. Yeah.
In her sleep, because she was able to give me like what I needed, and I was able to release her back into the wild. But it was
Release her back into the wild.
That was like honestly, no shade. That's
no shade.
Like let it shine moment where like that is really why she has those exquisite boundaries. You don't want to see that. You really don't want to see the other side of that.
I know it's hilarious. And I'm like, I own that shit though, right? Like I own it because it's actually not the best time for me to be me. And in order for me to be my fully bright, like sass-assery self, I need to be able to like turn it off when I turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, contact me at 5 a.m. and I can give you a whole dissertation on something. But 5 p.m., forget it.
Yeah. So, but that's just it. Like, so the cool part about real people offering real help in real time, when you have the time to process and digest and you're still in the room with the people, right? Like, so a lot of the times what will happen is with coaching, specifically with coaching, what will happen is there's a set meeting. We come to this meeting, we have this conversation, and then you're like, yes, I got it. And then
it all goes.
Okay. The minute everyone hits leave meeting, right? Every ounce of energy just like leaves your brain. Everything that you thought you knew, suddenly you don't know. You look down at your notes, you wrote gibberish.
Yeah.
You don't understand your own notes. You're like, what does that say? Right. What do I mean by it's, yeah. What do I mean by it?
It was so clear in the moment. I was never going to forget it.
And now I can't figure out what this is, right? And then you have to wait an entire week until the next time that session happens, or the next time this person offers this class, to get clarity on that one day's worth of work.
Or even in the moment.
I'm not finished. The existential crisis kicks in, because then you start second guessing and talking trash. I don't know why I even tried this in the first place. I am just the worst person
going by your window right now.
Right. He's coming by to pick up your trash mindset, right? I can't believe I thought I could do this in the first place. Who am I to think that I was going to be able to do this by myself? I should just go get a 9-to-5 job. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, I should do this thing.
How many times a day do you quit?
Right. And then you spend an entire week just trash talking to yourself and feeling bad about all of the things, when really you just needed to know what the word was between it and yeah. Like, you just needed a little bridge. And if you had one little quick conversation with someone, probably 10 minutes after you figured out that you didn't know what you wrote there, it could fix it quickly, and then you can move on to the next thing. But that's not what happens in these things. And then you're like, okay, well, let me see if I can Google it. And Google and AI try to tell you some stuff, and then you go down this other rabbit hole, and then there's another thing that happens, and next thing you know, you've done nothing for a full week, and you come back, I didn't do my homework, I feel really bad about myself, the whole thing, right? But like the time to ponder, right? Like taking the things in, like you were saying, I need time to consume and digest. Consume and digest, and know that when you come in tomorrow, somebody will be there for you to say, okay, I consumed and digested, and I realized I'm not sure what the hell I wrote down. Can I borrow your notes? Did you catch that? Right? Or like, do you know anything about this? Right? And like that's the power behind the way that we get together, as opposed to the way that most of these other communities are structured. They're structured with you like kind of needing to like kind of be really good at reading your own writing, which most of us suck at.
Well, also, you wrote like a serial killer, so there's that.
And also being able to like take in information, retain it, and use it. without anybody helping you. And that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
Here we realize that, like, okay, yeah, you're going to take the notes. You're going to ask the question 8 times at least before you actually get it. And there's going to be somebody here, different people, so that you don't annoy the same person, where you can ask that same question 8 different times to 8 different people with 8 different perspectives in 8 different ways that they communicate it, so that you'll find the right person who can translate it into your crazy so that you can understand it in your way of being. That's why we do all of this in a collaborative. Regina and I teach exactly the same thing, very different ways.
Yeah, true. Very different ways.
Exactly the same thing. Completely
Yeah.
different.
I think there's also like, let's use Marvis as an example. Marvis, if you're watching, we love you. So this is not shade. It's not shade. I promise. It's let it shine. Let it shine. Turn that flip it around.
I'll wait. I'll reserve judgment.
Okay. Marvis is not a morning person, right? So like up until about probably about 10 o'clock my time, like Marvis is there. She's there all the time. She shows up. She shows up. And for like the first 2 hours of the day, usually she's communicating through facial expressions only. But
communicates many things.
Many things are communicated. And because we spend so much time together, like I don't need shady. I love you. Mwah. Not shady. Not shady. But like we don't even need words to communicate with each other, because like you can just make a face and we're like, oh, okay, she's in agreement. Or oh, nope, there's a question there, right? Like a lot of times you catch me saying, not just to Marvis, but to everybody, I'm like, your face has a question. What is it? You know, and because we know each other, like we're like really know each other. And I think that's what most people are saying they want when they say they want community. But then what's out there is a bunch of stuff that's not actually community, right? It's like coaching groups that that whole experience that Monica just explained, or it's a platform where you can like asynchronously connect with each other, because people are setting these boundaries that actually like to try to protect and honor their time, but actually keep them separated. Yes.
Can you define asynchronicity?
Asynchronicity is basically like a chat board or any, like when you comment on social media or something. So it's like happening. You can engage with it at whatever time you want to, and then somebody can come in and connect with it later. I create that same type of environment with all my communication. So it's why I said earlier that I set really good boundaries. I have all the notifications turned on. It drives my partner crazy. She's like, you get so many notifications. But I also then have my phone set on do not disturb almost all day. So all the notifications come in, and then but I don't know they're coming in, right? Only when that do not disturb or that work setting or focus setting, whatever, is not on. And so I turn it off, and then I can see all the things that people connected with me about, and then I can choose to go back in and comment on them, right? So that's my method. But Monica, I think your method is very different, right? You have like
mine is don't text me, don't email me. I am sitting inside of Zoom for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. Just come and find me, have that 10-minute conversation, ask the question, share your screen, which is the shirt that I need to actually wear. Yeah. Share your screen. Let me walk you through it. Let's figure it out and move the hell on, right? Like, I don't want your long paragraph of explanation. I have a calendar link. If you like really feel like you really, really need to schedule some time with me, use the calendar. Even my husband and daughter will do that. Like, I don't want to be bothered at all. I set explicit boundaries in my schedule too, which is from this hour to this hour, I am available and visible. And from this hour and this hour, I'm available and visible to you. And anything in between that, I get to choose whether or not I want to be available and visible to you. but I do that 6 days a week. So Sunday through Friday, I have these very large blocks of time where I am available and visible for people to pop in. Because I was holding this space, I'm just comfortable doing that because I've been holding this space 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every single day for years, right? And so if you text me, you probably will not get a response. If you text me via Zoom, you probably will get a quick response. And it honestly will be quick, both in reply and also in wording, because it'll be like, okay, yes, which I just need y'all to know. Okay, when I say yes to a two option question,
it's both and.
Did I miss or that? It is both and, or I'm putting it back.
Either is fine.
I'm putting it back on you to make a decision. Just putting that out there, FYI, if anybody was curious. There you go.
I love it.
It took me a long time to learn that. Okay.
Yeah.
Took me a long time, and I learned not to email Monica. It's like I sent her an email.
Don't email Regina either, unless I specifically tell you to email me, because I too will not. Like, I have the notifications turned on for the Zoom team chat, but email is like a wasteland. But do add me to the calendar for things or other if you want me to show up to something. Yes.
I waited a month because I was programmed from before about, tiptoeing into rooms and shit. That's a whole different conversation.
No, bust open that door and come in.
I understand that now.
Unless it says do not disturb, and then don't bust open that door and come in.
We have about 2 minutes, 1 minute left. We have 2 minutes left. So is there any last questions from the audience or comments? And then I'm going to ask for Monica and Regina to give their closing for this session.
I have a question for the audience. Are you enjoying this format of being able to engage with the fireside chats? This is our very first time
putting it out like this. Like, we've been doing it internally. Yeah,
doing it this way, where we're just kind of like going live to our audiences that are already there. So some of you may actually not be members of the community, but are curious to peek behind the curtain. So this is our first opportunity in that. And thank you to those who have already chimed in. We appreciate you. But let us know, comment, talk trash, put up a poop emoji. Let us know.
This is what
you can call it. You can just put up the poop emoji, and we'll
if you want to call it, put up the poop emoji if you don't have a paddle or a light bulb. If you don't have a paddle, you can also chime in.
Or you could put a tree if you want to call us shady.
It will be coming to Monica's website where you can
you can go to monicaandhenderson.com to get these very soon. Actually,
yay!
We're working on that merch store on my website.
Okay, so I don't see any chats coming in, but so let us wrap it up. I think. Oh wait, I do. If I'm not busy at work, this is great. Oh yay! Okay, so you do like the format. If you're not busy at work, this is great. Wonderful. Come join us. Same time, same place every other week, right? Is when we do this. So yeah, come back and hang out with us. We would love to have you. So yeah, I think that's
3 p.m. PST. This is.
Oh yeah, today we did it early, so normally it's later. Okay. Yeah. 3 p.m. Pacific time. I will try not to be a pumpkin, although I'm on my way out at this point of the day. So just know
it's fun.
You do get the full sassy version of me. There's no filter.
We get the drunk version of you. No alcohol necessary.
Yeah, like the drunk toddler version. Just whatever comes out of my mouth, it happens. Okay, so to wrap it up, my wrap-up comment here is, I think just be you, boo. I'm gonna leave it at that. Mic drop.
Drop the mic. That's it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. And what I will say is, did I move me? I moved me. Yay. So what I will say is, so if you're not a member of the community, it doesn't require payment to start becoming a member of our community. We have so many free things that you can just come to that doesn't require any kind of payment to be a part of. It just requires you to pay attention and spend time.
Love it. Yes.
So pay attention.
Very true, though. Very true.
Spend time because we have, what is it, at least 24 free things on our calendar.
Can you put up the link for Mingle and Chat? Like, can you make that go across the screen?
I think I can. When I have more preparation. Give me a second. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. And also, so 24 actual work sessions, right, that you can come to for free, or at least every month. There are more than that, but there's a minimum of 24. Yeah. And then there are 3 networking opportunities a week that we actually we have. They're called Mingle and Chats. They happen on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at different times. So you can kind of like make that work for whatever time zone and work schedule you have to come and have a water cooler moment and get to know people. And all of that is on minglecollaborative.com. And if you just go to the tab that says events, the first thing will say, come mingle with us. That's a great spot to get there. Or you can check out in any of our supported exploration sessions, which are also free. So there's no reason for you to say, like, you know, people say all the time, oh, well, my finances are tight right now, and I don't know if I have this, that, or the other. If you have time and attention to give, then you can be a part of Mingle now.
And also, that doesn't end for like, oops. I was trying to drop the comment in there so that you could see it. Hold on.
No breaking.
Apparently, I can't.
We're not AI. Real people, real help, real
people. Yes, real people. I was going to drop that in for you, Monica, so you could add it to the thing, but to make the ticker go across. What I was saying is, it doesn't end. It's not like you can come to one Mingle and Chat and then after that you have to pay. You can come as many times as you want to. Same thing with those supported exploration courses. Like, you could come to them forever and those are the only things you come to, and there's going to be like no shade, right? Like, put up the shine, let it shine. Like, no shade for that. And at some point you probably are going to want to like really come be a part of the community, is just what I've found to be true. And so if that's the case, let us know and we'll help you figure out how to do that. But yeah, just come hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my closing is following in their footsteps. I said, okay, do I have a line, a tagline? So I follow this Irish guy on TikTok, and he always ends his little videos, follow me, I'm delicious. So I can't do that. That's just too bizarre. So mine is, well, I could and still be bizarre, but yeah, I'm a grandmama. Questionable. I would have to answer questions. Mine is live your medicine. Your medicine, you really are, right? And you have to live it and share it to be the change in the world that you want to see. So that is mine.
Brilliant.
I'm pretty proud of myself. The other thing, we will be back here on Tuesday, March 3rd at 3 p.m. PST. So,
all right. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. Hasta la vista, babies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.